She look good.
Call the National Guard right now.
We not going home.
Okay. What you talking about?
It's a Boston Tea Party.
We smoking that Boston pack.
Fuck Boston, nigga.
Brunson is the king of New York.
I love you.
Look at this shit. He poured honey in his motherfucking mouth.
Boston Clyde Bumble Clock. This is insane. This shit look like the Christmas parade.
How the fuck did he even get up there?
Fuck Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, yo, Dunkin' Donuts.
Suck my dick.
Knicks fans ain't never had nothing.
Celtics to my dick, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck clam chowder.
Suck my Knick, nigga.
Dominican Byway.
Jason Tatum. You still sleep with your mother, you bitch ass nigga.
Who the fuck is biggest biggest? You can suck a New York City hot dog, nigga.
Fuck Boston.
Yo, it's your boy DJP, one half of the Real Life Recap podcast, and I'm back today with another sports video. Speaking of sports, I want to give a big shout out to my partner, Fly J. This man lately been giving you guys some fire NBA content with these shorts, so hey bro, I appreciate it, dog. But like I said, speaking of sports, we're here. It's the NBA Finals time. Definitely not the finals that I was expecting, but it is what it is. We got the OKC City Thunder going against the Indiana Pacers. Yes, the New York Knicks dropped the ball. Besides dropping the ball, I also want to get into the topic of them firing the head coach, Tom Thibodeau, today. So we're going to definitely dive into that. But before that, I want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for subscribing and watching our channel, even just our podcast as well. So thank you guys for being there and finally helping us get to 500 subscribers. But now the grind never stops and we want to keep on growing. So help us get to 600 and more. And you can do that by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. So let's get the grind growing. But until then, let's get into this NBA talk.
New York Knicks have fired head coach Tom Thibodeau after leading New York to one of their most successful seasons, their first East Finals in 25 years. Remember, Tibbs led this team to the playoffs in 4 of the 5 years that he coached. He led the Knicks to consecutive 50 or more win seasons for the first time since the 90s. And
first take of the night, the Knicks making a huge mistake. I'm going to just say this. I ain't going to be too long-winded on this topic. The Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau. Makes no sense to me. I don't understand this league, and I've said this before. It's like when you have a great year, you put yourself in a better position to get fired. Knicks, y'all got too ahead of yourselves. I think you guys definitely had a great year. I think the idea was you should have built on this. I don't think firing Tibbs was the right answer. I don't know who you guys are going to get to kind of come in and kind of pick up where the pieces kind of, fell flat at, but I don't think this was the right answer. New York Knicks have not made it to the finals since, I believe, 98, 99, and they haven't made it to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2000. And they've had years in between there where they've been, kind of relevant here and there. We have a lot of first-round exits and stuff like that. And the next time the Knicks were kind of really relevant again was probably when the potential LeBron was going to go there, but for sure was when Amari Stoudemire got there and Carmelo Anthony, and then the year with Jason Kidd. The Knicks was a very consistent team, doing their thing. Where things went kind of south was when Phil Jackson came in. Phil came in, ruined everything, got Carmelo up out of there. And from that point in 2012, 2013, the Knicks did not qualify for the playoffs. Until who came and saved the day? Tibbs came today. When Tibbs came and saved the freaking day, in the last 5 years, they made it to the playoffs 4 out of the 5 times. And every year they gotten better. Just a little bit better, but it's always good, man. Having players like Brunson that would take pay cuts, being able to get Cat, paying, OG, max money, getting real type of progress out of these guys, getting real effort, got Josh Hart, they all doing their thing. The Knicks was looking beautiful this year. So to finally get the Knicks to get as far as the NBA Finals in a difficult Eastern Conference where you got Cleveland Cavaliers, you got Boston in there, the Pacers now, as you can see, you got the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a great feat to say, we got getting into the finals. I understand it's not the storybook ending that you wanted, but the Indiana Pacers, they ain't no scrubs either, though. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the Pacers, but they did their goddamn thing. I can hate on them. People don't like Tyrese Haliburton. I don't like him either like that, but the man doing his thing. Pascal Siakam hooping. Dog, that whole team. Turner, all these guys hooping. I can't say nothing. You lost to a good team. I think that was pretty even with you guys. And they beat you last year. So I think some of this thing kind of goes down to Cat. You're supposed to be the hero. You're supposed to be the answer, bro. And you didn't show up. And what is there to be expected of you, bro? It's the same thing with the Timberwolves, bro. You can hoop, bro, but you don't show up, bro. I don't like when the coaches get all the blame for how players perform. Now, the one thing that I will say about Tibbs that people do say, they feel he did overplay his starting 5 a lot. And you can really see it. Brunson did look exhausted in these fourth quarters versus Indiana. Brunson will hold the ball there forever, dribbling, doing a move, it don't work out. So I can see that. I do think Tibbs did make some errors, but you gotta let the man learn from him. These are coaching mistakes. Give him time to learn. You don't fire the guy for that. This is laughable, bro. But then you got people like Doc Rivers that is literally about to get Giannis to freaking leave the Bucks. He gonna be able to keep his job. You guys just fire all these good coaches, man. I don't see what Tibbs did, bro. This man came in your thing, shook up your franchise, made you guys relevant. You guys had a legit fire team. And I think you guys should have just came back next year and ran it back. I just don't understand why you think firing is the answer. It's not always the answer, bro. So I do think New York Knicks, I think you guys made a huge mistake. I think you guys will regret it. I don't know if I will see you guys like this again. I could be wrong. But bringing in new coaches, you guys are going to get, new type of plays, new type of play styles, all this stuff. We're going to see, man. But other than that, man, I just think the Knicks made a huge mistake, and I hope you guys don't regret it. New York City, I will say you guys was definitely wilding on some people. Y'all was definitely attacking people, and I think that went a little bit too far. And I think that really fed the Indiana Pacers to kind of take you guys out. You guys was definitely feeling yourself a lot, but I mean, I do think it would still have been more of an entertaining finals to see OKC Thunder versus the Knicks versus seeing the Indiana Pacers and seeing OKC Thunder. But we're going to see, man. But until next year, man, I think you guys made a huge mistake. But anyways, that's just my little 2 cents. Now, my next topic, really quick, the NBA Finals.
For the people like, yo, we have an OKC Pacers final. Man, this sucks. The ratings are going to be the worst ever. Why? I don't give a fuck if the team is from Idaho and Montana. Who cares where the teams are from? It's not like the players are from the city. You guys know this, right? There's no correlation to what city a team is from. Who gives a shit?
Like I just said earlier, Knicks didn't make it. Would have been definitely a way more interesting series, I think, for viewership and just fans, man, to really get to see the Knicks go at it, and just to be in the finals, bro, to just see the Knicks there with OKC Thunder, this would have been great. We haven't seen OKC in the finals since, I want to say, 2011, 2012 versus the Heat. So, shout out to SGA. He definitely putting that team on his back doing his thing. So now we're here, man. I'm not going to say that this is going to be a boring finals. I think it will be interesting because we got 2 young teams going at it. So I think the drive to really get their first championship on both ends is really there. But, I will say this is kind of the new NBA. I think we've entered the new NBA era, man. Like, the players that was able to stay in the playoffs longest was all the new guys. I mean, if you think about the NBA this year, bro, we had no Bron as far as later on like we typically do. We had no Brown, we had no Curry, we had no KD. We had, who else? Jokic is gone. We had Giannis. Like, this is legit the new NBA. And I'm not going to say it's boring, but it's not that interesting, man. I mean, I think Anthony Edwards probably was the most interesting. I can say definitely, OKC took him out. But yeah, man, this is going to be a very interesting NBA Finals. I would love to hear what you guys got to say about. Do you guys think it's going to be interesting? Because I don't know, like, I still don't really like Tyrese Halliburton. I don't think he's a bad player. He definitely was surprised he didn't win the Eastern Conference MVP and that Siakam did. And I just something about that guy, man. I don't hate him, but man, there's something about that guy that just. It's just like it's luck, man. It's like he's having such a great year, and I'm happy for him, but there's nothing about Indiana. There's no story around this. There's nothing. You're just like the sleeper team that nobody really expected, and maybe that is the story. So I really do think that OKC will win this, but I will say this, man. There has been games in the past recently, I believe back in March, where the Pacers did beat OKC. So I don't think it's going to be as boring as people think it's going to be. It may not be your favorite team in there, same thing to me. Like I said, it ain't my favorite team, but I do think it's going to be something to watch. I do think if the Pacers win, it'll definitely be the most interesting year in the NBA history, seeing how SGA won MVP and, they're going to the finals. So it's going to be kind of a weird year, but I just don't think it's going to hold the same weight of what the Knicks could have did. And we're going to see how the NBA views go, man. I mean, I hope it's a good year, man. I'm just having such a hard time really just getting behind it and just seeing this and just like, oh my God, I have no real interest in it. But yeah, man, like I said, this is the new era of the NBA that we're in. You guys got to get used to it. And oh well, man, it is what it is. So you guys let me know in the comments who do you guys got winning this year's NBA Finals. You guys got OKC. You got Indiana Pacers. And let me know, how do you feel about Tibbs being fired? Do you think that the Knicks made the right move? Do you think it was kind of just, not the best thing to do at this time. Do you think Tibbs should have more of a chance to kind of prove himself, and being brought back? So y'all let me know. But until then, peace.